Well, good evening, all. The boys got it done yesterday. My God, my God, my God. I don't know about you, but the relief I felt when Tuch got that goal, and yes, I know it's an overtime, but yesterday I was desperate. Desperate. You know, I'll just read it. I'll read out the numbers and stuff, guys, and we'll talk about it a bit. But oh my goodness, man, that last second. Talk about that in a sec. Okay, let's get into this. Sorry I'm a little late today, guys. No way this morning. I slept in. I was working on the other channel at like 2 in the morning. I slept in. All right, folks, let's look at the numbers. These numbers are brought to you by Rome, the sweet, intense, and very, very, very encouraged Little Bison. There we go. Okay, shots. Edmonton had the edge, 30-28. Wide edge in the faceoff, 62% to 38. Sabres, penalty kill, got it done yesterday, guys. 0 for 4 for the Oilers in that high-powered power play. And the Sabres, 2 for 6 in the power play. Low-hitting game, 17 hits by the worst hitting team in the league, Edmonton. And the Sabres probably is the second worst team in the league in hitting right now with 14 hits. 15 blocks for the Oilers, 12 for the Sabres. 14 giveaways for the Oilers, 10 for the Sabres. 3 takeaways Edmonton, 6 Buffalo. Shots on goal per period. 8-7 Edmonton in the first, 14-10 Sabres in the second, 12-6 Edmonton in the third, nightmare of a third, and the Sabres with that one shot in overtime, get it done. There's your shots, 30-28. Scoring. Doan opens it up on the power play from Dahlin and Thompson at 19:01, makes it 1-0. Yes, they have a goalie over there that lets in late goals too, folks. And Thompson in the second makes it 2-0 unassisted at 11:03. The Sabres are in command. Doan scores again on the power play, makes it 3-0 Sabres. And you would think right there, that's pretty much a lock in the game, the way Edmonton's been crap all year. We go to the third. McDavid makes it 3-1 at the 10-second mark. And that early goal propels Edmonton into a situation where they start to believe in themselves again. And Podkolzin makes it 3-2 at 1:56. We have a game now. Sabres look like they're going to hang on. We all seen it coming. The net was open, and McDavid finds it. 1958. We head to overtime. Tuch gets the winner at 33 seconds. Thank God. Jeez. I don't know about you, but I felt, folks, like this is it. This is the season, you know? And we still would have got a point, okay, if we lost. But what would have that done to them in here is what I'm saying, if they would have really not walked away with the win yesterday. So in the overtime shootout scenario, yeah, it came in handy yesterday. And the truth is we've lost, I believe, 4 in extra time and won 4 in extra time. So it breaks itself even, you know? But yesterday, what a time for it to even up the score with us in the extra time games, because we needed to win this game, folks. We needed to win this game. We could not walk away without 2 points, you know, like them with a second half left. And I was so happy to stick it to McDavid, guys. Stick it to McDavid the way he was sticking it to us when they tied that game. I was just so happy we got them in overtime. So happy with Tuch. And I was really happy for McLeod doing it to his ex-team, because those fans, when they got rid of him, they were laughing at us for taking him, laughing at the Sabres for taking McLeod, and it's worked out nicely, as we know. So now, guys, what do we do next? Well, we got to win, you know? We got to keep winning. If we can win out this West trip, I'll forgive them for 3-3, because that means they'll have a 3-game winning streak for the first time all year, and I'll take it right about now. Guys, it's really important we stick around 500 for now, you know, even to the 50-game mark, you know, and that's a whiles away, but I'm just saying, the teams aren't running away this year. The only team running away right now is maybe Tampa. Let's look at the standings. 17-11, you know, 17-11 won their last game, 6-4 their last 10. They're not killing it no more. The Bruins are 18-13. The Red Wings are 16-11. They've won their last 2 games. They've won 12 in regulation. It's not bad. And then you look at Montreal, they're coming down to earth. They've only got 8 regulation wins all year, like the Sabres. Montreal's number is inflated. Trust me on this. I watched them here. I know. Montreal, it's an inflated number. They just kept winning in overtime over and over, scoring late, winning in overtime, scoring late, winning in overtime, which is a good sign for a young team, especially youngest team in the league. But they can't keep doing that all year. It's not going to happen. So right now, the Sabres out of a playoff spot are 7 points, and those 2 teams both have 2 games in hand on us. It's not good. It's not good. But a 5-game winning streak, and all of a sudden we are in forgiving mood with them, and we're starting to feel good about the team again, guys. Let's not give up on the season is what I'm saying, I mean, I'm with you folks that are upset and frustrated. I'm with you. Believe me, I am, guys. I am. But giving up is not going to change anything. It's not going to help anything. It's going to have no entertainment value for you and I watching games if we already gave up on the year. There's a lot of hockey left, 2/3 of a season. But yes, they've got to get it together. They got to get their act together. And yesterday is a prime example of why I believe we need change. The team collapsing late like that. A second and a half left or whatever it was. It's, it would have been a disastrous loss. Even overtime, it would have been a disastrous 1-point outcome. It would have been a disaster because we had that game. We fought for that game. We played as hard as we could. I don't like our physical game. Sorry, guys, it sucks. We're terrible. We're wusses, man. We're just wusses. We're not tough enough. That is the softest team in the NHL that we played yesterday. Edmonton's by far the worst hitting team in hockey. And you've seen yesterday, we didn't look any better. So, but they're the team with the superstars, so they're the team that's got to figure out their mess over there. Right now, I'm just very, very happy for, especially Tuch. This might wake his season up. We've seen it before, folks, where Tuch all of a sudden scores a few goals and he gets hot. And if Tuch can get hot, that would really be helpful right now. We need to get something going on this trip. We need to win. We need to win both games, the next 2 games. We do, And I know the odds are we might get one of them only, but I'll just say it. We need to win both. And if we could win both, my goodness, at least, 6 games off the schedule, all road games, and we came out 500 at least. It's a start in the right direction, I guess. So we got Vancouver tomorrow. I'll be up late watching that one. And then we got Seattle 3 days later. I didn't realize it was 3 days later till I checked it. 3 days later, but we're coming towards the holidays, so you know what? I like the break, believe it or not, because they have to they got time now. Well, they had a back-to-back anyway, but they have time now to reevaluate themselves. What just happened in that final frame yesterday? That third period, guys. We're not exactly getting top-notch goaltending this year at this point. We're just not. And we're going to have to hope that somehow, some way, we can figure out ways to win games now instead of finding ways to lose them, which we almost did yesterday. But right now, I'm just very, very grateful they won this game and they're still alive, okay? Now, my question is this: can the boys feed off of survival? Because that's what they did yesterday. They survived. They survived an epic loss. It would have been an epic loss in so many ways. If we would have lost that game in overtime, it would have been a disastrous loss, really. But for us, it will be epic, As Sabres fans, I'll be dramatic about it. If we can, if we can feed off this survival of winning that game, where the dressing room must have been so relieved that they got the 2 points yesterday. They must have been so relieved that now they're 2 games under 500 and they're still floating. They're still floating. They're within striking distance with a winning streak. That's all it takes, guys, a winning streak. And now, can they feed off that? We're going to find out. We're going to find out what they're all about the next 2 games. These are not 2 very good teams they're playing now. This is the softest 2 games of the schedule, really. But I'll tell you what, Vancouver have the type of team that'll hit better than us. So we're going to see what we do there. So, you know, and same thing with Seattle. So if the Sabres can go into these games really, really, really hungry and ready to do business and come home back 500, the season's alive again. And then we have to like start, you know, getting over 500 and staying over 500. But for now, guys, I'm thrilled. I'm good with this. I'm taking it. I was just so, I don't think I yelled like that all year. You know, here I'm saying I got to be quiet with upstairs and everything. But I screamed. Like when they got that goal, I just belched, man. I was like, oh, Jesus. Like I was just so like, I was surprised the cops didn't come, really. I just screamed out loud. I was so damn happy they won that game, you know? So I'm leaving it there. I'm going to stay calm. We'll see what happens in Vancouver. And I got a good feeling about that game. It's the Seattle game that concerns me. We haven't done good against Seattle since they've come into the league, but they're about right for the picking right now, guys. So if the Sabres can win the next 2 games, season's alive, you know? I still wish they could have done better, but I'm not going to complain about spilled milk. It's over. It's over. I want to come back home 500. I'd like to be 500 at the holiday break, whatever. And then we can, you know, 500, anything's possible, guys. 10 games under 500, your season's done. And we were headed like on a downward spiral, and we had to win this game. We had to win this game. Can't stress it enough. Guys, have a good night. I'm getting back on my mini channel. I got to make another video, pump it out over there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Talk tomorrow in a blue and gold around this time. Have a good one.